Hello there, duelists. With the most recent Forbidden Limited list putting Jokul and Case to 1, K9 Crystron got a pretty big hit. Even though inclusion coming back to 3 makes it more consistent, the power is kind of diminished because we can't combo with multiple Jokuls. However, the deck can still combo with just one copy of Nori, and I will show you this combo now. So we can start off normal summon Nori, and instead of summoning Jokul, we're going to summon a copy of Lantern. Lantern's going to grab a 1 case of K9, activate case for K9, and grab 1 copy of Jokul. And now if you want to play around more hand traps, you can use our Nori center case just to see what we have before we overlay. Overlay for a Ripper. Use Ripper, detach our Nori, grab out Izuna, use Jokul, reveal Izuna, summon both. Now we can use Izuna, send Lupus, Jokul, grab our second copy of Lantern. And now we can make our River Stormer to get access to our Scrap Recycler. Doesn't matter which you detach, grab Scrap Recycler. Now Lantern, target Nori, special summon both, and now we have our 2 machines on board to go into our Platinum Gadget with Nori and River Stormer. Summon out our Platinum Gadget. Platinum Gadget will summon out Scrap Recycler. Scrap Recycler will send our Smiger. Now we can make our Clockwork Knight to target a Scrap Recycler again, send our Platinum Gadget. Now Scrap Recycler, send Self-Near. And since we have our Platinum Gadget off board, we can make our SP with these 2. Next, we can use our Smiger, grab our copy of Inclusion, use Inclusion, grab our copy of Sulfidor. Now we can use our Self-Near Engrave to send our Sulfidor from hand, summon itself, pop itself, make our copy of Tristaros, or summon a copy of Tristaros. Now use Sulfidor to pop our Inclusion, summon itself out, send names to grave, so we're going to send second copy of Inclusion and copy of Cluster just for follow-up. Next we can make our El Skeletus using Tristaros plus Lantern. It's important to use Lantern here just for later on in the combo. Summon El Skeletus, grab back our Cluster, and now we can use Tristaros, pop our El Skeletus, summon 2 level 5s. Use El Skeletus, summon back our Tristaros from Banish. Now we can overlay for Nova into Infinity. Activate Inclusion Engrave, summon back out our Self-Near. And for this part, this is why we used our Lantern earlier, because it can be used for light monsters. Now we can make our Vimana because it is a machine. Use our Vimana, we can attach for another material onto it to have the River Storm get attached to it, and now we can set our clusters. So this is our end board. We got SP, Infinity, Vimana, Tristaros into Dawn Dragster on the opponent's turn, Ripper, and Cluster. For this next combo, we're going to have just 1 copy of Lantern and 1 copy of Sulfidor. It can now combo if we're playing multiple copies of Lantern, and I will showcase that now. So first, we're going to start off by actually normal summoning our Lantern, activating it, searching for 1 case of K9. Activate our case. We can grab our 1 copy of Jokul, and now we got our Jokul plus Sulfidor combo, so we can Jokul, summon Sulfidor. Activate our Sulfidor to send our Smiger and a copy of Self-Near to grave. Next, use Jokul, grab our second copy of Lantern. Now we can overlay for Ripper, get more insulated from hand traps. We can use Ripper, detach Jokul. We're going to search for Force Release here, or you can go for Izuna if you want Izuna for an interruption on your opponent's turn, but it's either one or the other for access to. For this, we're going to go for Force Release because this is basically 2 interruptions. Next, we can use our Lantern to target our Jokul, summon both. Now we can make either an SP or Valon here. I prefer Valon just for variety's sake. Now we can use our Smiger, grab a copy of Inclusion, we can activate our copy of Inclusion, grab our cluster, activate our Sulfenir Engrave to send our cluster, summon itself out, pop itself, summon out Tristaros from deck. Now we can use our Tristaros plus Sulfador to summon out Eliscaletus. Eliscaletus will add back our cluster from grave. We can use our Tristaros now in grave to pop our Eliscaletus, summon out 2 level 5s from deck. Use Eliscaletus in grave, summon out Tristaros from banish. Now we can overlay our 2 level 5s for Nova into Infinity. Use a copy of Salvador in grave, pop our copy of Inclusion, summon itself out, use the copy of Inclusion to summon out the Sulfenir in grave for the other level 5. Now we have 2 level 5s on board, and we can go into Vimana because it's a machine, summon itself out, and now we can set our cluster and set our force release. So now with this we have interruption from Valon, Cyber Dragon Infinity to negate destroy. Valon sets books card face down. We got Vimana for another monster negate, Ripper for monster negate in hand. We got cluster to pop, force release to go into Jax for another pop plus Jax itself to pop, and Tristaros summon out our last level 5 from deck to make our Dawn Dragster. And now for the deck list, I'm playing 3 copies of Nori, 1 copy of Jokul, 2 copies of Lantern, 3 Izuna, 1 Lupus, 1 Case, 1 Force Release, 3 Chaotic Elements, 3 Sulfador, 2 Sulfenir. You could get away with just playing 1, but I'm just playing 2 for now. 1 Smiger, Tristaros, 3 Inclusion, 1 Cluster, or 1 Scrap Cycler, and for non-engine I'm just playing 3 Fuwa, 2 Perilias, 3 Ash, 2 Bell, 2 Drolls, and 1 Called By. In the extra I got Clockwork Knight, Platinum Gadget, SP, 2 copies of Ripper, Jax, Riverstormer, Valon, Vimana, Arc Rebellion, Xyz Dragon, mostly for Lunalight and just to steal wins sometimes, Nova, Infinity, Typhon, Eliscaletus, and Dawn Dragster. Inside it, this is just rough layout that I think could be okay for Burst Protocol. Got Perilia, 3 copies of Nib, Mourner for Radiant Typhoon mostly, our Harpies, Clockwork Knight that we can search for going first with our other Clockwork Knight, Talents, 3 Imperms, Anti-Spell, and 1 copy of Judgment. So that's it for the combos and deck profile. Thanks for watching.